Happy New Year, y'all. Listen, I know it's been a minute, like we've been on fall, or I should say winter schedule, winter break, so we ain't really had that much to talk about. And I just been trying to take a break and take it easy or whatever. But baby, we back, okay? We back. And I really just wanted to get on here and bump my gums for a few seconds or whatever, couple of minutes or so. Because the hot topic right about now is this whole situation between Porsha Dennis and her cousin Stormy. Okay, let me just say this. I do watch Porsha show. I know I talked about it that first episode. I really wasn't feeling it for the most part because I feel as though this was the wrong move for Porsha. And if you know me, I do like Porsha, okay? But I can call a person out. I'm not here for the way that she went about getting with Simon. It's neither here nor there, and it's none of my business. It's, who gives a fuck about my opinion? She's going to do what she want to do. But I can still like somebody and still call them out on their mess, okay? And, on the one hand, we thought that this would have been a good move, or having your own show and putting your own narrative out there and telling your story the way that you want it to be told or whatever, that's fine, okay? I just felt like it probably was like a little coward way out so that she wouldn't have to deal with the negativity that's probably going to come from some of the cast members of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Understandable, but if the bag is there and that's what you want to do, cool. I don't know what I thought that this was going to be. And then I saw the trailer and I saw that it was going to be a fight. And I didn't actually think that it was going to be a real fight. I thought it was going to be like somebody try to, tussle or, attempt to, and they just pulling people back. But no, bitch. Okay. So I was like, I just didn't like. Basically, this show is not a good look for Porsha. Okay. This show is not a good look for Porsha when people already still till this day cannot get over the fact that she whooped Kenya's ass, even though it was warranted. Okay. Kenya got up in that girl face and, she was provoking and doing all this stuff or whatever. That's neither here nor there. Y'all can debate that with yourselves. Y'all gonna have to come to the conclusion that that's what it was. Okay. And it was deserved. But at the same time, you're supposed to grow from that because you have, antics and situations where you have put your hands on other people. And, again, people will say you don't need to be doing that. You should be grown enough that you don't have to resort to violence or whatever. That's all said and done, and I agree to a certain extent. But when somebody push your ass, bitch, sometimes you just got to knock their ass back. I'm saying. So when I saw that they was going to be fighting on here, I said, oh no, I don't know how this going to look for the girls that already don't fuck with Porsha like that. And they keep bringing that narrative up. But, we'll see how it play out. I've been watching it and like I said, it's been irritating the hell out of me. It's been irritating the hell out of me mainly because they're on this trip now at Mexico and it's her sister Lauren and them trying to put it together. Well, I guess, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Did Porsha put Lauren in charge of the trip? Because she did get the villas and the rooms or whatever. So I'm a believe so. But Porsche whole thing is she want everybody to come together and to blend. She wants this blended family. And what Porsha is trying to force so hard and what she is failing to realize is you cannot force somebody to blend, okay? You can't force people to get along, all right? Just because you and Simon got along or on this little relationship or whatever you did as in the short amount of time that you have, it's not going to work the same for everybody else. You have to let those relationships come naturally. And what she's trying to do from what I'm seeing and what I'm getting a feel for is she's trying to make everybody get along just because her and Simon are getting along or together. And you can't force that. You can't force that. To be honest, having Dennis there on this trip, I don't think that he was needed. I don't think that he was needed. You don't need him to be around to try to get along with Simon in this way because Simon and you, like, they're not even interacting. They had one little interaction where it went good and they understood each other. There was respectability there, way different from what Simon said in the first episode about why would he need to cross paths with, Dennis. But other than that, that could have been done in a meeting could have been set up in Atlanta, in Georgia or whatever, and they could have had that little sit down, and that's it. Why do we need to go to bring him to a resort? Okay, the whole situation about her not giving him back the robe and all this stuff, I'm like, why do we care? Okay, you are in a relationship with this man and you still holding on to shit with your ex. Is it because you're hurt because he cheated on you and you just can't let that go? Is it because you still got feelings? I don't know what it is, but baby, if I am happy with the person that I am with, fuck that ex. I don't care if he my baby father or what. Baby, we gonna get along for the most part because of the baby, but you can do what you want to do as long as it's all to the good, legal and everything like that, and it's not putting my child in harm's way, and I'm gonna do the same. Live your life, boo. I'm not gonna stop you. Her getting in her feelings a little bit about the fact that he brought or at least they made it seem like he brought a girl there to the trip and celebrating her birthday. So what? He didn't bring the girl around the child. He didn't bring the girl around, the woman, I should say, around, the rest of the family or whatever. So what is the issue? And the way that Porsha was talking about his mom, when she told him on this last episode, you can get your mama and your slut and go. I was just like, girl, what? Why are you upset? Why did you have to call the lady a slut? And I'm not talking about the mama, but his girl that he brought there. Like, girl, what's the issue that you have with the woman? You're not with him, so why are you calling him names? I mean, the girl names. That's immature as fuck, okay? And then the way that she was coming at Gina, and we have to admit, Gina don't hold her son accountable most of the time, okay? 95% of the time she don't, and she gets on my nerves with that shit. But at the same time, it's like, the constant disrespect, and Gina said, I don't want to be a part of this family, and I wouldn't want it either. Baby, let me just pause this for a cause for a second, because a notable mention. What the fuck is up with Miss Darlene? Oh my God, because last week's episode, or the week before last week, because it was a break, when they went on that spiritual thing or whatever, and she was talking to Stormy, baby, and Stormy was about to hug her, she barely even touched her if she did. And when she said, oh my God, I said, I know this bitch is not finna go into the holy. That bitch is an actress, okay? And I was sitting here like, first of all, I knew something was up when she stood up at that dinner and said her intentions was to be okay with her feet. I said, what the fuck is going on? And then talked about developing and fixing the relationship between her and her daughter. I said, girl, what is happening here? Okay. I said, that bitch is an actress, all right? But to take away from that, let's just get into it. Stormy girl. I don't like her, all right? And regardless of how I feel, I'm just going to be 100% honest. I don't like the fact that, and I think it was 2 episodes ago, not this week, but the week before, Lauren was getting at Dennis for basically responding back to this bitch, okay? Responded back to this girl, and I'm sorry to call her a bitch, but responded back to this girl. And I'm going to say girl because that's how she act. And I'm trying to say, that's a girl, that's a young girl, that's a young girl, that's a little girl or whatever. As if Dennis is not supposed to respond back to somebody that is a clear adult. That bitch is over 20 years old. I'm sorry. That woman is over 20. That girl is over 20 years old, okay? And she keeps talking a lot of mess, okay? And she kept digging at Dennis. And Dennis responds back. But when he responds back, oh, don't talk to her like that. Don't this, don't that. But she can talk to him any type of way. We're adults, okay? We're all adults here, allegedly, at this table, right? So therefore, if you want to interject and if you want to say something or whatever, I'm going to say something back. And she's not a child. She's a grown-ass woman by her birth certificate, And that goes back to what happened in the episode that came on last night. Like, you're interjecting once again into a situation that has nothing to do with you. First of all, let me tell you something. Lauren and Lundy was right. Porsha ain't got nothing but ass kisses around her because, you know, Lauren, the assistant, girl, I'd be surprised if you still got your job after last night episode, because she was telling the truth. You know, she was telling the truth, but trying to keep it mute, trying to keep it cute. Like, yeah, you know, I had questions about this man and I was feeling this way and it just looked weird and all this stuff. I said, oh, Porsha ain't gonna like that. Girl, you might as well kiss this job goodbye if you ain't already. But that dude, Dom, you know, the whole situation between him and Dennis being mad that Don tricked on him or snitched on him about, you know, cheating or having a girl that he cheated on Porsha with working at his place or whatever. On the one hand, yeah, Dom looked like one of the messy gays that'll just, you know, do some stuff just to keep a check, you know, to stay in a presence of somebody that's of a celebrity stature. Okay, he looks like that type. But at the same time, his loyalty don't lie with you, Dennis. And then it shows that he that messy type when they were sitting down at the dinner, and instead of just saying, oh yeah, we played a drinking game and it was cool and we did this and we did that. No, he said we played a drinking game, well, we had to do this and we had to, why did you have to go into detail as to what was going on? That's how all this mess started at that dinner table, you know, to be honest. I didn't realize that Lundy didn't have that best of a relationship with Porsha, and Storm actually never really had that big of a relationship with Porsha, but now all of a sudden she does, okay? Storm, she's acting like, you know, a kiss ass. She's acting like, you know, she's going to do whatever she wants or whatever to protect Porsha, and she's going to suck up underneath her or whatever, you know, whatever Porsha says is right. You know, she's going to come to Porsha's defense on each and everything, and that's what's getting her ass in trouble, okay? That's what's getting her ass chewed the fuck out, and not in a good way, boo. Bitch, I found out, let me tell you something. So you make me so fucking mad, bitch. You make me so, cause you's a cute woman, okay? You's a cute woman, and then found out that you said that you was lesbian. I said, now, bitch, we could have connected, okay, girl? I would have rooted for you if I would have known that, but now you didn't turn my stomach sour, okay? I still hit, but damn, bitch, like, that's. You disappoint me. You disappoint me in a way that you've been carrying on, and I wanted to root for everybody, but girl, you just like, you interject yourself, you insert yourself where if it's a situation going on between Porsha and Dennis, let them figure that shit out. You don't need to put your 2 cents in or whatever. I don't care anybody else doing it, bitch. That don't mean that you need to. Okay, shut the fuck up, you know. And when they left that table and, you know, Porsha calling security on Dennis, I said it wasn't even that damn deep. And the whole controversy that came out was the fact that, you know, she winds up hitting him. And from what somebody was saying, now clear it up, but what we can clear up is the fact that Dennis did not swing on her, because somebody told me, oh, you know, he swung on her. He did swing on her. And I had to rewind that shit multiple times to see what the fuck happened, because I was confused as to why Porsha hit him, you know? And, you know, what that girl Stormy was involved in it, you know. I don't know if she was behind Porsha, if Dennis was reaching for her or whatever, or if Dennis was reaching for her mama or trying to break it up because, you know, Porsha had, because somebody said Porsha had tried to hit Gina, his mama. I don't know, but at the same time, I do know that he did not physically touch her, like, you know, swing on her, hit her, or whatever. Now, should he have reached for her if that's what he was doing? No, because what's the point? What's the point? Just keep on walking out, okay? So that's where his fault lies, okay? Porsha, you know, people could say, oh, it was a natural instinct for her to hit. No, why you just couldn't just pull back? Okay, you ain't have to hit the man, you know, and when it's all the security and everything else that's there right there, why did you take the moment to want to hit him like that? Okay, and then, you know, after all of that happened, and I'm not condoning anything on any parts. Everybody was wrong in that situation. Dennis should have just walked away. Dennis should have just walked away. Porsha should have kept her hands to herself. And Dennis should have not put, you know, unless he was trying to get his mama out of there, he should have just walked away. There was no reason for him to be reaching or whatever the fuck it was that he was doing. Okay, but what got me was the shit that happened afterwards when Stormy was putting up their pictures about, you know, bruises and cuts and stuff that she got afterwards, and, you know, said that Dennis had assaulted her. And I'm like, so why didn't you put this shit up earlier? But then I said, okay, I can see if you probably got in, but you put yourself in that situation. And I'm not saying that she deserves to be hit, she deserves to be touched, she deserves any bruises or anything like that. Nobody does. Everybody needs to keep their hands to themselves, okay? Especially when you at a family event and you're on TV, especially, you already got scrutiny on you. Like, come on, let's not give people add fuel to the fire. Keep your hands to yourself, you know? Not put each other in these type of situations where our cool can be lost, okay? We're not supposed to do that. Like, look out for each other, you know? But no, that was lost on dead ears. And so she basically tried to claim that he allegedly did that to her when that melee happened. And once again, what I say to you, if that really is what caused it, because somebody in the shade room comments said that, you know, she was in a domestic abuse relationship. Her last relationship was abusive, and she had put some stuff up saying that, you know, she was bruised up or whatever, and that could have been the pictures. I don't know. She said that happened over the summertime. I don't know. I don't follow this girl, so I can't, you know, confirm or deny that. But hey, it is what it is. Either way, she should have just kept her ass set the fuck down. Everybody else sat down. Why did you have to be over there in that vicinity? You inserted yourself once again. Like, sit down, okay? And also, this whole getting on live and putting these tweets up, basically trying to say that he's a pedophile. He was trying to come at her when she was 18, 19 years old. Now, if we want to be technical, that's not pedophile area, okay? Technically speaking, like y'all always want to say, you're legal at 18, 19 years old, okay? But if you want to say that he harassed you, sexually harassed you, whatever, when you was working at the restaurant, you know, that's very much possible. I'm not going to deny that whole thing either. But this is my whole thing with that situation. You're trying to say all of this and this happened, but yet you wait till now to speak out about it when you could have spoken out, especially when Porsha was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You say you don't want clout, but the situation, the math of the situation isn't mathing with me, because like everybody say, why didn't you just call the police? File that report, you know? And yeah, she could have been scared, so that could have been a reason as well. But all of a sudden now you're coming out, and I saw clips of the live, and you didn't seem like you was scared. You seem like, and I'm finna go tell him this, and I ain't got no money for no lawyer, whatever, like, but you know, we can take it down, we can go to the court, we can do this, whatever. It was like this real cocky energy. And I just wasn't vibing with it. I said, girl, what? You want to convince the public that this shit happened to you, and you already know people have a history of not believing victims, and the way that you're presenting it is just not. And what really got me is, if all of this happened, and this is my abuser, this is my attacker, allegedly, why am I on a trip with them? Why am I still cool with Porsha, who still got with this man, got pregnant by this man, got engaged to this man, was still with this man, and only broke up with this man because he cheated on her? Not because of what he did to you, but because he cheated on her. So you didn't tell Porsha? You're not mad at Porsha for still keeping him around? And you still interacting with this man on this trip? If somebody did some shit like that to me, baby, I'm not finna be around no abuser that tried to abuse me. I'm just saying, it just all seems a little, and I'm not trying to victim blame, so it's teeter-tottering the line. Stuff just not making sense. I just want to get y'all opinions about it, how y'all felt about it. Put it down in the comment. Do you feel like he was trying to hit Porsha or whatever? Or if anybody knows, and I'm talking about a real unbiased account of it, because I really want to know. Like I said, all I saw him reach, and I think that I feel like he shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's a mess. It's a mess, okay? For everybody that says they don't want clout, she just... And y'all know I'm always here for the victims. I'm always here for and take up for a woman or a person in general, man or woman, who says that they've been victimized by this, victimized by that. But the way that she's going about this, I don't know. I'm like stuck in the middle. You guys tell me how you feel about it. And let's be respectful, you know, because like I said, it's a strong possibility that he could have been, you know, doing some things. But at the same time, Why you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to victim blame, and I don't want to come off offensive, but because I'm not doing it. But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this. All right, all right, and I'll see y'all later on tonight for love and hip hop. Girl, that's another thing. We should talk about Erica Dixon. I'm gonna talk about that later. But I'll see y'all later. Peace.